Even though streaming has shown that it's not real and it's not as authentic as everybody thought it was, people still want to be a streamer, right? We still tune in and we still stream, right? Because we want to connect with our fans, we want to connect with our audience. And that's what it's all about. And that's why I said the people who love this will keep coming back to this shit. Yeah. And the fakes, they gonna fall off. All right, man, welcome back to another video. Hope your day is going good. And in today's video, Blueface just clowned the entire streaming world. Video by Hello You Seen Extras. Yeah, man, Blueface just got out of jail, and I seen he did a stream with DDG. I seen little clips of it, but he's apparently clowning the streaming world after just doing the stream with DDG. Man, what you know, bro?
What's poppin', y'all? DDG had a first day out stream with Blueface, and since then they've been collaborating, both working.
Can't be dissing the niggas that's trying to be coming up off.
I think I saw it on a clip from Neon Stream, but Blueface he's out. Since Blueface has been locked up, streaming was not as huge as it is now. Yeah, channnel was the big streamer, but now there's like a whole industry that's developed underneath him that's hip-hop adjacent with a lot of rappers. In this case, let me just give you two off the top of my head. DDG, you also had Ty Dolla $ign, you had Kanye West streaming, formerly known as Kanye West, Ye streaming. 5 people within hip-hop that have come after like the wave of channnel. With that being said, on the stream, Blueface says something quite insightful, even though it's not all the way correct, and we have to address it. I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Well, yeah, let me see something inspired me.
Bro, I barely recognize Blueface with how his face look now, gang.
Yeah.
Bro, this nigga looks like a completely different person, bro.
Yeah, he tatted his whole face.
What? The nigga used to actually look player smart. Now he just look like Rico with them rap niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to diss them boys, but I'm just saying, man.
Dude, bro, you gotta know what the wave is now. You saying you can't ride the wave, gang. Huh? That's what I'm saying. You can't jump on every wave. But you're not a regular rapper. That's what I'm trying to tell you. YouTube was a wave, right?
Yeah.
Dead now, right?
It's not dead.
Being a rapper was a wave, right? That's dead now, right?
Oh, come on, man. He's talking this shit into his existence, though. He's talking about that shit is a wave. Bro, anything is a wave, but everything in life is like a graph. Goes up, you're down right now. Yeah. But if you channel your tribulation, niggas hear about how your life was in jail and how you were down, how you were feeling, those emotions. You channel that into the music.
Yeah.
Your music shit will go back up.
For sure.
But you don't want to do that. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm saying each of these things.
I do think Blueface can probably thrive at streaming though.
I think he could.
A lot of people like the tune, right? Yeah. A lot of people like to watch him.
Everybody want to be a rapper, right? Man, it's just be a fool to think it's
by next stream we're gonna be live with it.
It's a hard entry. Like Vivek says, sorry for changing the topic. I know the rules.
So
nah, you good, man.
Neon, which I'm gonna play you guys another clip a little bit later.
Appreciate
they were telling like, yo, Blueface, you know, you should hop on stream. You'd be entertaining. And let's be real here. He would be entertaining. But there is a little bit of caveat. So in this clip, you hear Blueface talk about like, yeah, you know, everybody wanted to be a YouTuber. That was a wave. And music, rapping, that was a wave. So let me describe what Blueface is saying here, because some people will say, well, like a lot of kids still want to be YouTubers. And there's a lot of Roblox YouTubers that are new. And there's a lot of YouTubers in general that are new. And people still want to be that.
Even though streaming has shown that it's not real and it's not as authentic as everybody thought it was, people still want to be a streamer, right? We still tune in and we still stream, right? Because we want to connect with our fans, we want to connect with our audience. And that's what it's all about. And that's why I said the people who love this shit will keep coming back to this shit. Yeah. And the fakes, they gonna fall off because they wasn't really about this shit to start.
Yeah.
Me and Trent started this shit talking to ourselves.
Facts.
And now we got niggas to talk to. That's how this shit works, bro.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
but that's the thing though. I don't think any of these are Blueface's passions. I think he's just looking for the next thing so he can be able to make some money.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
point in time when everyone thought that they could become a YouTuber. And I would say that this was post 2015, 2016. I think if you were on the internet, like the mainstream person, I don't think they knew too much, but I think that was the year that they released how much PewDiePie made and Jake Paul and these other guys. That may have been 2017, 18, regardless. And then people were like, yo, this guy made $40 million. What's going on here? Markiplier made this much. What's going on here? And people were watching Casey Neistat and things like that. And a bunch of people were like, oh, this is going to be the money-making opportunity. I'm going to hop on here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were trying to be YouTubers at that time. It was like,
bro,
a bit
I'm
of
trying
a wait.
to tell you, Casey Neistat, I'm not going to lie. I've never watched a vlog. But when I remember 2021, when I told everybody I'm going to start doing YouTube and I start, we started recording every day. You start seeing me with a camera everywhere.
Yeah.
Like everybody was like, oh yeah, check out Casey Neistat, Casey Neistat, Casey Neistat. You got to try to do vlogs like Casey Neistat. Da, da, da. And I'm like, who is this guy? And I see his vlogs, but then I started thinking to myself, damn, you know what this is? It's a lot of work. You got to set up the camera before you get to the shot. You got to pick up the camera and then set up the camera for the next shot. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not built like that.
The wave died because a lot of people were just trying to do really basic stuff, thought it would be easy, and thought they'd be raking in the cash, like a get rich quick type of situation. So that wave slowly faded out. Now the rapper wave is a really good one, because if you were on Twitter from the years, now you'll probably say the rapper wave was 2017, 18, the peak of everybody trying to be a rapper. And I would agree, like you had people tattooing Anne Frank on the side of their face, like Jesus, God help us. But
I know this nigga, he regret that shit.
Is where I would say it started. On Twitter mainly. Now, if you guys
you got a tattoo, think he was going to be the next thing, bro.
He was like one of
the tattoo ain't even fine.
Like there was OSI, who's like OSN now. I don't know what he's doing now. But
what the fuck? Last time I heard about this nigga, he was scamming. Bro, he used to be. I used to watch him back in 2016. This is how you know I'm a real YouTube OG, nigga. I know every phase of YouTube. I have been a part. Even if I wasn't a complete watcher during every phase, I know about every big YouTuber during YouTube's biggest phases. He was one of the niggas, like 2K, NBA 2K had its own community. Yeah. And that's how a lot of these black creators got propelled. He was one of those guys that got propelled from the NBA 2K community.
Oh, okay.
And he used to just make these troll videos, but really why everybody tapped in was because of his fucking laugh. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta put this in the video. Yeah, boy. Hold on, yeah, boy. This is OSM, guys. This is the moments I'm talking about here. When he used to come on and just laugh. Alright, we're going to skip through this. Jesus.
Please remember that this list is subjective.
Jesus. This nigga would just react to games, right? 9. Bro.
I think this is what this
is all they watched him for. You gonna see it in a second, bro. This shit was so dumb.
Told me he wants to play for them next.
This is all you watch him for. Oh my God. Hey, listen, man. You had to grow up during this era, bruh. This nigga would just laugh his ass off and get millions of views. Just laughing.
Yeah.
Made 3 channels.
That's crazy.
This nigga was the best, man. It turned out to be a scammer, though. So we ain't gonna promote him no further. I'm keep getting this thing to pop up. I don't know why.
VVEX says that's what nostalgia really means.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Vex.
He had turned into a YouTuber, but he was one of the biggest guys on Twitter. And there was this other guy that would turn into a rapper later on, and he would go by the name of 909 something. I remember the producer he worked with was 909 Memphi, I think. But this guy was a really big guy on Twitter. And the meme around Twitter at that time was everybody had a SoundCloud link and everybody was sending you their SoundCloud link. Like everybody was trying to be a rapper. I'm telling you, it was like OF links in 2022. It was just everywhere. And even now, I think like the OF thing is a little bit ridiculous, but they're trying to get better or less intrusive with the marketing. So at that time, people were like, oh, here's another SoundCloud link. And you just started dismissing SoundCloud links. That phase, like you said, 2018, that kind of died out. And now, especially moving towards 2020, it became really difficult. And Blueface was one of the people that blew up in 2018. So the wave of everybody trying to be a rapper is not really much of a thing right now. Streaming is where everybody's like, oh, and that comes with when people started seeing these big
even
deals.
When he had that little signature right there, I remember everybody was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Little double horns, eyebrow swipe. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
He patented that shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Blueface, he's entertaining. He could do this shit if he really wants to. But he can't get on downing niggas and then try to get on the platform. It's not going to work like that.
For sure.
Where everybody, Aiden Ross, etc., XQC, they see these guys on jets. They see these guys high rolling, buying $25 million cribs. They're richer than rappers. And they're like, damn, this is insane. You see the amount of money that DDG just buys.
But it's over time, though.
So now everybody thinks
it's over time.
Especially after streaming.
Niggas just don't get to getting that cheese just like that.
He's trying to focus on what he knows best. And this, I think, is such a good trait by him to exhibit, because a lot of people are just, he's like, listen, I'm gonna keep the main thing. I'm not gonna hop on the shiny object syndrome that everybody else has got and mess my stuff up, because more than anything else, longevity
I kind of respect that
with music for a very long time. Now the streaming thing, what DDG is saying makes sense in that there's a
I kind of respect when somebody's not just quick to hop on the next wave, because you know we all followers in a sense, but when I see somebody do their own thing, I respect it. Like, I'll give you an instance with me. I remember one time I was trying to get them boys to do some shit and they didn't want to do it. And then I ended up doing it by myself. And you know, it's funny, somebody came to me afterwards and was like, hey, bro, you know, I really respect you, bro. I ain't saying it at the time when everybody else didn't want to join in, but I realized at the end of the day, you're going to do this shit regardless, with or without people. And I said, yeah.
Z-Vex says 80 Rose X69 was I.
Facts.
A barrier to popping enough on stream to where you're making a bunch of money. And what he's saying is, like,
always do shit on your own time, and that's all I'm trying to say.
Getting a ton of viewers, you know how to beef and joke around and not be too much of a tough guy.
I think Blueface would create his own niche if he really think of something.
You have the perfect setup to launch pad into making a huge bag consistently. And he's right. But does Blueface want to be streaming consistently? And this is where we're going to roll into
That's what I'm going to say.
Where they were talking about it with Neon and saying how he feels like a lot of the streaming stuff harms certain artists. And I'm going to play you guys this clip right now.
The longer I'm on here, the more lame I'm going to indulge in. And then after a while, I'm going to be like, man, you know, it's not, what's up with the rapper, you know? Yeah. You know, they hold you up to a certain standard as a rapper, and you gotta hold yourself to that, you know? Of course I could jump on here and make tons of money. It's for example, this is kind of like...
I see what he's trying to talk about. Listen, before I'll even just get right to it. Blueface here is just saying, because rappers, their aura is based on their mystery. They're not super accessible. Like, when you hop on a stream, you get to see me and T-Raw's different viewpoints. And you get to have a better understanding of who we are as people. But when it comes to the rapper, they have the image, chill, cool nigga. So if for instance, Blueface was to pull on with some, you know, some spectacles like I did today, y'all might look at him different. Oh shit, Blueface be nerding it up at the crib, kicking back, reading books and shit. Nah, that's not my gangster.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what he's trying to say. He doesn't want to reveal too much because he doesn't know what can change his image.
Says goofy nigga.
Facts.
You know, put it in the microwave. Content probably lasts a day or two, you know? Rather than if you go do a TV show or a production, it's more like better, you know? Same content created, but it's just a different lane. It's like you gotta be mindful of how people are looking at you. You get me? It's easy to get distracted with this, brother. I'm telling you, I've been on live and myself feeling lame. You get me? Not saying y'all to do it. Everybody do it. You have to do it in order to see the max benefit, brother. I've been on live too long, and I'm like, damn. I'm kind of like y'all. At this point, I'm like a clown to y'all. Like whatever y'all say. Come on, Chad. What y'all want to see? I want to see me fall on my face.
Yeah.
1,000 gifted. I fall on my face right now.
Yeah.
I'm gifted. I'm falling.
And I mean, yeah. And you see how quick they were to dap up. Oh yeah, you know I'm going for that. These niggas sell out for the cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't have any morals because you asked me, fall on my face. I'm streaming. I'm not doing it.
What? Me either.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's really all about what your perception is in this shit.
For sure. Boy, I got excited.
You can't do that, brother. You're gonna.
I'm doing that, boy. Stay away.
It's kind of hard, like.
When he was talking about the TV show or production, it's more better. I think he's tripping off of that. Because, and when he's talking about image, like when we were seeing Blueface getting hit upside the head with glass bottles by Krishan Rock, and then getting the glass vacuumed out of the back of his head, and the embarrassment that ensued with everything that.
D-Vex says that guy shouldn't get out of the jail.
Vex is dumb.
We didn't think better of Blueface's image. So I think he still has this incorrect assumption that, like, yo, you know, the TV or like a program, it's more better. I don't think that's the case. But when he said this is kind of like popcorn, the content lasts a day or two, he is certainly correct. With streaming, the cycle moves so fast. And I've seen it to where a streamer puts on an amazing stream and then a day and a half later, 2 days later, they're like, yo, when's the next live?
Bro, think about fucking Streamer University. They tried to milk it for a week, but it made, like, if it wasn't for the YouTubers that were doing reactions on that shit, it wouldn't have lasted a week. It would have lasted like 3 days max.
Yeah.
And then you've seen it ever since Streamer University. Every event after, Are You My Ball? Black Boy Max's event, I don't even remember. All of these things are going by so fast, we can't even remember them.
Damn right.
They're just a footnote in time at this point. They're just gone. Here and they're gone, nigga.
Yeah, shit. We always look for the next best thing.
Like, you know how much
yeah, streaming is turned into like music now.
Cycle
it's fast food.
Very, very short for streaming content, and you're always thinking like, okay, when am I going to drop another? When am I going to do another one? Like, I'm on the clock after this next stream, and that's all they think about. Streamers, they're all thinking about like, yo, what's the next stream? And some streamers have,
I'm not thinking about that.
Odd, if I would say
I ain't gonna lie. This is why some of y'all come in here and you be like, oh, they just do reactions. Yes, because this is a good time, right? Me and my dog sit down here. We have some good laughs. You know what I'm saying? We give our opinions on what's going on in the world. And sometimes you might catch us IRL, but that's not what we're focused on. You feel me? Once we get to that space and place where we feel like going IRL, we go IRL. Whether we got the cheese or not to go IRL, it doesn't dictate that. We do it how we feel like doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you avoid selling out. Because I feel like a lot of people are just tap dancing for what their viewers want. Bro, at the end of the day, I can just, y'all getting too much. I'll just cut this shit off. All right, y'all boys. Love y'all. Great for y'all. Here, nigga. Going back home.
No cap.
Better audience, but
bro,
an audience that is less
the quicker it is
so
to
like
just
an
drop
XQC,
all
for
this
example,
shit,
like
man.
you can do something big every
You
now
know
and
what I'm
then,
saying?
and it's seen as like, oh, this was a great moment, and then the rest of the time he's just chilling. But some people, they're expecting like action all the time, more from IRL streamers than anybody else. But what Blueface is correct about is talking about the music. The life cycle of music is very, very long. Dog, we have in the top 200 albums, we've got Beatles still ranking up there. We've got like the Eagles still streaming consistently. And let's just take a more recent artist like Blueface, right? Blueface has been locked up for what, 2 years? And Blueface is not even a top artist that we would consider. He's not a top rapper. He's what, C-tier rapper? And Blueface, who has not dropped an album since, well, he dropped that Free Blueface that nobody listened to. Yeah, that.
Yeah. And on that note, I don't want to hear it anymore. We gave y'all some great insights on this video. Yeah, we did yap quite a bit, but you know, I feel like what we yapped about was some real shit.
Yeah.
There's some real takeaways there. Raw, you want to leave them with something before I close up?
I don't got nothing wrong to say about Blueface and his opinion. He actually got a valid point, but you know, it's all about perception and what you really want to do in your life. So, you know, just, you know, whatever path you take, just be happy in the path that you take.
Facts. That's real. Yeah, man, y'all made it to the end of another video. Like, y'all great, y'all, man. Videos of the day, y'all already know. Good job. That's what we are.